Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I?
A storm is coming.
Against me shall prosper.
They back in the city, got game in the city. I don't think you niggas really hear me. Got a fly ass nigga dance with me. Y'all know you always ain't really fucking with me. Some other niggas in the city real gritty. I'm stuck in my paper and minding my business. But I stand on that real shit. I make a bitch bust a cool clip. Pull up on me, you might get shot. I be the one saying fuck the cops. Bitch, do I look like an op? So I'm checking your spot just like the cops. I heard you was fucking with the op. Played on my time, you might be shot. Told y'all niggas that I run the south, but you run your mouth just like a clown. Bitch, you be talking to. I'll beat your ass like your mama do. I roll up in your spot, what you wanna do? Like info, who's loving you? I got some good shit that I wanna do. But when it's my time, no one coming through. And I'ma get mine and then I'm through. I'm busting at everything coming through. I get off my shot. I didn't hit the block. I'm looking for odds. I'm chasing that Glock. Yo, when it's gonna stop? I'm always on top. Ain't never gonna stop. Yo, I can't be stopped. I'm riding this beat. I put him to sleep. Yo, this shit get deep. Yo, I never sleep. You won't get no peace. Fucking with me. And I play this beat. Yeah, gang shit. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Let it ride. Yeah. Gang shit.
Nightmares, all I dream is purge. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get purged. Niggas say the word and we gon' purge. We gon' purge. We gon' purge. Bloody nightmares, all I dream is purge. If you get caught outside, then you gon' get purged. Niggas say the word and we gon' purge. We gon' purge. We gon' purge.
Fuck as you on. Fuck as you niggas is on, huh? We kicking the door, we busting the floor, we getting your family gone. Out of here. Blood in the air, I'm smelling it now. No stopping the bully, I'm gunning you down. You niggas is kings.
Yo. Yo, what with you? What?
ACT, you see this?
Look, if it ain't official DanaJay, Levi for Kelly, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it. Look. You got some weed? All right, hurry up. These and them here, everybody here, we waiting on you. All
But I know that there's more. More for you, more for us.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
DJ discretion.
Flow still sick, I ain't talking that pandemic.
Say you love it, what you gon' do now? Hope you're ready, cause I'm really about to put it down. Girl, you know that I will never disrespect you. We have tomorrow, but tonight I wanna spank you. That ass count, gotta make it last down. Start off slow, and I'ma beat it up.
Hey, yo, lesson here, babe. You come at the king, you best not miss.
not supposed to be green, like faith's not supposed to be seen. The sky's not supposed to touch the ground, and a square's not supposed to be round. The moon's not supposed to touch the sun, and a 2 is not supposed to be a 1. And the heart's not supposed to weigh a ton, and forever's not supposed to be done. Winter's not supposed to come in June, and I am not supposed to have the blues. There are so many things that are not supposed to be, babe, except you and me. There are so many things that I'm not supposed to be. Ooh, baby, yeah, except you and me. Night's not supposed to be long. Yeah. No one is supposed to be alone. Understanding is not supposed to be confused, and the wind is not supposed to lose. Like fire's not supposed to freeze, or like joy is not supposed to grieve. Like you are not supposed to leave. What I said I'm not supposed to lean. He is not supposed to have your heart. Baby, we are not supposed to be apart. There are so many things that are not supposed to be said. You and me. There are so many things that are not supposed to be. Hey, baby, it seems just like no seasons changing, or this earth with no creation, or a heart with no feelings, or a sickness without a healing, just like a frozen spring, or a bird with no wings, just like a song out of key. That's how my life would be. Like the night skies with no stars, a lonely broken heart, no holding hands or walks in the park. That's how it would be if we went apart. Ooh. There are so many things, yeah, except our love. So many things that are not supposed to be. It's like having nowhere to breathe. No, no. Like having no words to breathe. No, no. Like having no rain for the sea. There are so many things that not supposed to be. Not supposed to be. Except you and me. Baby. Yeah, yeah, baby, yeah, except you and me.
What up, 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 what it do? Grand Rising, early morning, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to everybody that's on Facebook land. Shout out to everybody on We Got Ups. Shout out to everybody over here on YouTube. What's going on? The king of YouTube is back on live early this morning. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They hate it. But guess what? I do not care. They hate to see the king back. So, it's like DMX. So we're going to talk about some things. And if you see the title, it says, if I was Ocovteamtruth, I would be so embarrassed. I want to add something to that. If I was the accusers, I would be embarrassed. Reason why I say that is because when you look at what's really going on in this whole YouTube genre, you see sectors of different things. And you look at this R. Kelly sector, right? This R. Kelly at one point, this sector was good. It was combative between myself and Larry. You ain't have certain things going on. Will I say it was crazy things going on? Yes, it was. But you don't see things going on now like the fifth power stalking and stuff like that through the internet, and you just don't see things like that no more. So now that Larry is gone, he's doing his time for the crime he committed. He did what he did. You see some of his so-called followers doing the same thing to build their channel. However, they took on the persona that R. Kelly was guilty, so they say. We asked for proof. They say, well, you gotta read it as in black and white. But when we read what's in black and white about R. Kelly, everything's supposed to be right. But when we read what's in black and white about the liars and the accusers, oh no, that's a misprint. You can't believe that. You only got to believe what's about R. Kelly. Sound kind of biased. Sound kind of stupid. Sound kind of off pocket to me. I can't speak for everybody, but I can speak for me. It sounds delusional because you can't have one without the other. The favorite TV show said you can try to separate them. It's only illusion. You can try, and you would only come up to one dumb conclusion: love and marriage. So you can't have the black without the white. You can't have the truth without the facts. You can't have a lie without a person that's telling a lie. So we're going to jump into today, and we're going to refresh some stuff. We're going to brush up on some stuff, and we're going to just do us for an hour and 10 minutes. You feel me? Like I say, the reason why people really hate the fact that Dana is on the internet, because I can tap into stuff that they can't. I know stuff that they don't. So what's the greatest thing to have your narrative ran and don't have nobody to combat it? You get the one person that can combat it out of the project. And guess what? That still ain't gonna work. Let me mash this real quick. That still ain't gonna work. Because at the end of the day, you gotta realize that you can't get somebody that built something out the way. Now, if this was your sector, if you built this, I would be, it's nothing I can do. So we're gonna go here. These allergies killing me. I'm gonna show y'all some things. First thing I'm gonna show you is the half and half. The left side, Damon Pryor, right side, R. Kelly. Identically scary. Identically scary. So the question is, now that that's there, and I'm gonna put that in the back because we're gonna come back to that. Now that that's there, we're gonna go to accuser, and I'm just gonna use 3, 4 today. Accuser number 1, Faith Rogers. Everybody say, oh, you can't believe what's going on. Why? Shout out to Candace T. I think it's daytime tea time. She on it. This is her commentary. But look at the truth of what's out here.
One of R. Kelly's alleged victims, Faith Rogers, and her ex-best friend, Summer Bunny, aka Cardi B's husband, Offset's ex.
Wait, that's Candace. Yeah, I figured.
You're watching Daytime Tea Time.
Okay, shout out to Daytime Tea Time.
Time to pour this tea, stir this tea, and sip this tea. Let's get right into it.
All
right, you guys, we're about to talk about one of our.
I give people their props on this, but I got to say this. Do Faith look like a victim here? She looks very happy. So when Robert cut her off, then she became a victim. How do you do that?
Kelly's alleged victims, Faith Rogers.
Wait, is that Faith mama in the picture right here? Come on, y'all, make this make sense. So when Robert was dealing with her, she was okay. Everything was fine. But when Robert stopped dealing with her, she became a victim and he did all this bad stuff. Well, if that's the case,
R. Kelly's
seems like everybody have happy days. Everybody was happy. Everybody was happy. Now, the question is, you see this, where did it go wrong? You only can say that she was flying out to see him. She was. She said she was never a victim. She did. So you went on Surviving R. Kelly saying that you were a victim, but now you're telling people that you wasn't a victim. Then you said, oh, for $50, I ate a chocolate covered roach. Wait a minute. So for $50, you ate a chocolate covered roach. So for a flight, a meal, and to go spend time with Robert Kelly, there's no telling what you'll do. Let's make this make sense. Like I said, check this out.
Alleged victims, Faith Rogers, and her ex-best friend, Summer Bunny, aka Cardi B's husband, Offset's ex-side chick. Okay, so some people know and some people don't know that Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny are friends and have been since they were little children. They were friends up until recently. Just the other day on Instagram, both Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. What did Summer Bunny say? Hold on. These R. Kelly hoes be lying and want money. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shout out to Prima. But these R. Kelly hoes be lying and wanting money. Now watch this. Faith, it seems like Faith is trying to be like someone. Dressed alike, everything. Let's look.
Exposed each other.
Now, this is what I've been trying to tell y'all. Summer Bunny put this out. These R. Kelly hoes be lying and want money, right? She ain't say who. She ain't say well. She ain't directed to nobody. She just put it out there as a whole. They always say hit dogs holler though. Look who responds.
Instagram, both Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny exposed.
I supported this female through everything, even the embarrassment, because that was my friend. Me and my family even paid for her to have security after her bold grown ass decided to announce to the world that she was effing Offset. Wait. Y'all paying for security. Y'all paying for clothes. Y'all doing all this, but you trying to extort R. Kelly out of his freedom. Something's not adding up. Something's not adding up. Hold on, let's finish.
Each other regarding each other's past sexual relationship with R. Kelly and rapper Offset. I'm gonna show you all of that information.
And then some will come back and say, and some of these hoes' moms was dressing them up to go see him. Oh my God. Oh my God. So Faith, not the church lady. So the church lady that used to be on Larry's channel was dressing her daughter up to go see Robert. Now, people can't sit back and say, oh, Dana lying and this, because nobody on no side can combat what Summer Bunny is saying, because Summer Bunny used to live in a house with them. So why would she lie? So then Faith said bees couldn't even call their own family for $8 when they PUSSY was hurting and burning. Now you sending shots, remembering you was at Walgreens throwing chump change for your stupid decision. Stop. Don't this kind of sound familiar? If you remember, Faith said that she had to go to Walgreens. If you remember, Faith was saying that Robert gave her something, right? But now she's trying to say that Summer Bunny had something. This is the same Summer Bunny. This is the same bunny who was my best friend, supported me through my decision, through my situation then, when she got mad, tried to blast me, but trying to F NBA Youngboy with the same disease. Wait a minute. Here's a question that I have. A lie, I don't care who tell it. Now, you never heard Cardi saying she got herpes, right? You never heard Offset saying he got herpes. So if Offset was smashing Summer, right? How is it that none of them have herpes, but everybody that R. Kelly smashed got herpes? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Hey, Mama Mary, make it make sense. But let's finish.
Information, but first, for the people who may not know, let me explain to them exactly who Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny are. Both women, Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny, became known to the world for their sexual relationship with two very well-known musicians, R&B legend R. Kelly and rap sensation Offset. When it comes to Faith Rogers' relationship with R. Kelly, Faith Rogers, along with her lawyer Gloria Allred, she alleges that R. Kelly abused her and intentionally infected her with herpes. Whereas her best friend Summer Bunny was sexually involved with Cardi B's husband, Offset, just as his side chick. No allegations, just publicly admitted that she was the side chick and she apologized on TMZ.
Now we going to talk honorable and dishonorable. Faith is accusing Summer Bunny of having herpes and burning and all that other stuff, and her vagina being crazy, right? But you never hear none of them talk about that. So if none of them came out and said anything about that, that had to be a lie. So let's finish.
Both girls, being best friends growing up together, being sexually involved with two very well-known celebrities, gave some people the side eye, feeling like it looks like two friends got together and possibly plotted against these two celebrities. I'm not saying that's what it is, I'm saying that's what it looks like to some viewers. I have an inside source who confirmed with me that Summer Bunny was living with Faith Rogers and her mother, and they often refer to each other as sisters. But when Faith Rogers came out and accused R. Kelly of infecting her with herpes and abusing her, Summer Bunny and Faith Rogers had to distance themselves from each other so that they won't be linked as two girls who look like they're setting up celebrities. According to my inside source, Summer Bunny was actually served a cease and desist from Faith Rogers and her family and their lawyers.
Wait! Why do you need to serve somebody a cease and desist? Because you don't want them telling the truth. You don't want them talking. You don't want them displaying things. In this case. So y'all serve Summer Bunny a cease and desist, so that way. Let's just go here. What if Robert's team would have would have subpoenaed Summer Bunny as a witness for Robert. Oh, I get it. Y'all want to silence people that know y'all truth just so y'all can extort this man out of his life. I get it. Let's continue.
Prohibiting her from even talking about Faith Rogers. So if you ever do an interview with Summer Bunny and ask her about Faith Rogers, legally, she's not even allowed to talk about her. Both Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny have taken all precautions to make sure that no one ever links them together as friends. These pictures of them together, along with other videos on Instagram, have been deleted. And like I mentioned, Faith Rogers and her lawyers allegedly sent a cease and desist to Summer Bunny, making sure that there are no interviews or no communication about their relationship as friends. After all of these precautions have been made to make sure that the two girls are not linked as friends, both girls ended up posting on their social media just the other day, linking themselves back as friends. Well, excuse me, Faith Rogers posted on her Instagram story, linking her and Summer Bunny as friends. And it all started with this one Instagram post by Summer Bunny.
These R. Kelly hoes be lying and want money. And some of these hoes' moms was dressing them up to go see him. Not, wait a minute. She's saying some. So that means more than one. But why nobody talks about this? I guess because it don't fit the narrative that they trying to drive. They don't want to talk about stuff like this. Or if they do, it's very minimum. It's about 2 minutes and that's it.
The other day, and she said, these R. Kelly hoes be lying and want money. And some of these hoes' moms was dressing them up to go see him. Now, Summer Bunny didn't say anyone's name, but apparently Faith Rogers feels that she was talking about her. So she went on her Instagram story and she went off. Y'all, Faith Rogers told it all. She confirmed that Summer Bunny did live with her and her mom, and she talked about Summer Bunny allegedly having an STD, going to Walgreens to get the medicine for it. She put her on blast about having sex with Offset, and she accused Summer Bunny of trying to have sex with NBA YoungBoy. Y'all, Faith Rogers said a lot. Okay, let me read all of this to you. She started by reposting Summer Bunny's post, and underneath, this is what she wrote. Meanwhile, you're selling stories to media outlets about Offset for $500, and it cost you everything. No one in the industry takes you serious. Damn near the female 6'9". I supported this female through everything, even the embarrassment, because that was my friend. Me and my family even paid for her to have security after her bold grown ass decided to announce to the world that she was fucking Offset. People who were living in my home, eating my food, wearing my clothes, having me pay for their pussy problems needs to stop coming for me. Every rapper with no health insurance tried to get you a better lifestyle and convince you there was more to life than selling and married rappers. The publicist in your bio came from me. My parents took your raggedy ass to buy Gucci panties cause you had none and was paying for your flights to work on your music. Don't come for me. Mad cause you betrayed me and I didn't want the friendship back.
Stop. Knowing that Faith saying that her and her parents paid for Summer Bunny to fly out and stuff, I wonder, did Robert pay for Summer Bunny's flights? Or did did Robert pay for Faith flights? Or did Faith pay for her own flights? These are questions that rise up when you get out there and start talking crazy. Prima Donna said, ask yourself, why Tasha K avoid the fact much as she tried to get Cardi caught up in a RICO as she taunted her online? That makes sense. Who will want to sleep with NBA YoungBoy knowing the allegation he has herpes? Dumbass groupies. Facts. And you never hear of a link of Summer Bunny and NBA YoungBoy. So that raised suspicion too. But let's finish.
I don't do shit for people looking for anything in return, but folks will not tarnish my name and family or try to dumb down everything I went through and say it's for some money. And it's even worse when it's from people who literally ate off your damn plate. This is the same Bunny who was my best friend, supported me through my situation, then when she got mad, tried to blast me, but trying to NBA YoungBoy with the same disease. Clown. Bitches couldn't even call their own family for $8 when they pussy was hurting and burning down. You sending shots. Remember, you was at Walgreens throwing chump change for your stupid decision.
Now wait. Didn't they say Robert was always at Walgreens? It just baffles me how we never hear about Robert being at Walgreens, but you always hear Faith telling everybody else they at Walgreens. It's not making sense, but let's continue.
Same female bashing me for being depressed was yelling suicide after crying for free on TMZ. Yeah, I minded my business. We spoke to each other. We wished each other well. Now I see shots on social media cause R. Kelly the trending topic. LOL. Okay. Bust down, Brokiana. I want to see you bust. Okay, so as you guys can see, Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny are definitely no longer friends. These are all Faith Rogers' words, not mine, so there's definitely no way to misconstrue what she wrote on her Instagram story. She admitted that Summer Bunny lived with her. She admitted that her parents bought and paid for security and panties and all types of things for Summer. I'm wondering, what exactly does Summer Bunny know about Faith Rogers and her relationship with R. Kelly that may have caused Faith Rogers' lawyers to send Summer Bunny a cease and desist? Faith Rogers is on her Instagram story spilling all the tea, so why is it that Summer Bunny is the one that has to be quiet? That's what I'm wondering as a blogger. Especially because this is not the first time that I've heard someone accuse Faith Rogers of being a liar. Timothy Savage, who is the father of one of R. Kelly's current girlfriends, Joycelyn Savage, Timothy alleged that he had video and audio proof that Faith was a liar, claiming that Faith Rogers' mother had something to do with it. And he also confirmed that Faith and Summer Bunny were friends. And he insinuated that Faith Rogers and Summer Bunny allegedly set up celebrities. I did that video about a month ago. It has over 400,000 views on it, but if some of you missed it, I'm going to put that short clip in real quick so that you can see what Timothy Savage had to say about Faith Rogers as well. Check this out, and then I'm coming back with some more.
No, that Faith need to get her ass checked, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to check her motherfucking ass.
Okay,
well. I pulled her mama to the side. We was in that goddamn room. And I told her mom, I said, you need to check your daughter. I got 4 hours of motherfucking audio tape and video tape. You need to check that bitch and put her where she belongs. Cause her ass is like a loose cannon right now. Now people end up in boxes when they motherfucking ass like a loose cannon. Yeah, she all over the place. The mama can't control that little bitch.
Well, maybe she all over the place because she lying. When it comes down to Faith, I'm skeptical about Faith. I don't know.
That bitch lying. I can let you listen to 4 hours of motherfucking tape. That bitch mama told her to go back and get some more motherfucking proof. I got that shit on motherfucking video and audio. I just trying to hold that shit because my daughter's in a situation. I got that bitch saying that on goddamn tape, video and audio. You can see her goddamn face saying this shit.
That's crazy as hell.
But I'm not messy like that. I just want my daughter out this shit. I don't want to get involved in that old dumb shit. That's between her and R. Kelly. But when you start threatening my daughter, we got a whole nother motherfucking ball game. I'm not that nigga to be fucked with. And no, we could go to a professional level or we could go to the hood level. Whatever way you want to take it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am.
Okay, so you guys heard that. That was Timothy Savage, the father of Joycelyn Savage, clearly very upset. He was secretly recorded saying all of these things about Faith Rogers. He claims that he has proof that she's lying. Clearly there was some type of disagreement or argument between him and Faith Rogers and her mother. Something happened to where he's saying that he has proof that she's a liar. I don't know what that proof is, but Timothy Savage is the one that said it. Now, in that same conversation, he also discussed his middle child, Jai Savage, aka Jalen, and he talks about Faith Rogers, I guess, allegedly threatening Jalen. And then he goes forward to discuss Faith Rogers' friendship with Summer Bunny.
Jalen don't even say nothing to nobody. Jalen don't even want to be a part of this R. Kelly shit. To be honest with you, Jalen got some other shit going on. She don't even want to be a part of this shit. She could have been messing with Summer when Summer was saying all this shit about Offset. She could have easily done an interview with that shit. I told Jalen, leave that shit alone. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm trying to understand is, what is Summer to Faith? Because Kelly kept calling her sister.
Yeah, they've been growing up together since day one, from childbirth.
Also, this is just the type of shit they do. They just set celebrity. Well, I don't know, cause the summer thing.
Yeah, you right. You saying the right thing. You saying it right. They do this type of shit. All the mug shots and shit are fake. Oh yeah. I said this bitch. She don't know the fuck she fuck with. I don't fuck with people unless they fuck with me. When you fuck with me, then we got a problem. I don't fuck with people like that.
Oh God. Okay. Well, I'll see what I can find.
Anything you can find on that bitch, I'm gonna fucking destroy that bitch.
I'll see what I can find. But let me take a shower because we got to get ready to check out soon, and then I had to head to the airport. So I'm gonna call you back when I get out of the shower.
You can take a shower.
Yes, I gotta take a shower.
Maybe I need to stay on the phone.
I'm gonna call you as soon as I get out the shower.
All
right, Tim.
Okay, so you guys heard that. So Timothy Savage claims to have video and audio proof that Faith is a liar. He's saying that Faith Rogers and Summer Buddy do this type of thing, basically insinuating that they set up celebrities.
I think Miss Jennifer Bongine need to have Tim Savage audio and video subpoenaed. What you think? What you think? I think Miss Jennifer Bongine need to have Timothy Savage audio and video, everything subpoenaed. That would be an official strategy chess move. What do y'all think? Do y'all think Miss Jennifer Bongine need to have Timothy Savage audio and video collection subpoenaed and then put Timothy Savage under oath to testify that he gave and turned over everything he had, not some, but all of what he had? I think that would be 50% of the game being destroyed. I think that would be the key to turning this thing to show that the government went that far off of lies and allegations. That's what I think. That's what I think. All of the audio and all of the video. And then put them under oath and ask them 3 questions. Did you destroy any audio and video? That's what I believe. Then we go to the next accuser. When you are a victim and you get away from your accuser, when you are a victim and you get away from your abuser, I know I just said accuser, but abuser, you don't want to see them. You don't want to be around them. You don't want nothing. Right? So I'm going to give you a scenario. Let's just say I'm being abused by a female. I'm going to give you a scenario. Let's just say Janet Jackson sexually abused me and beat on me and stuff, and I got away. You ain't gonna see me on Janet Jackson posts. You ain't gonna see me stalking Janet Jackson. You ain't even gonna see me mentioning Janet Jackson. First of all, I'm going to the proper authorities. They're gonna laugh at me because I'm a male. That's just the way society is. They're gonna laugh at me because I'm male. But I'm gonna go to the proper authorities. I'm gonna attempt to make a report. And then I'm gonna separate myself from that. But I find it funny that he abused me, he dragged me down the steps, he beat on me, he did this. But when you became homeless, you start doing this. If you are a victim, you ain't gonna troll your abuser, not unless you was never a victim and you wanted to be back with the person that you lied on. Make this make sense. Not only did you troll his account, you calling him the name that you gave to him. You seen him before, he said where all the magic happened, he was at the studio. Then Robert come back and say Saturdays. She come and say Survivor. She names herself Survivor Speaks X. Survivor _speaks _X. And she say Roberto. But what piques me is that Lizette names herself Survivor _speaks _X. But LaToya Middleton named her name LaToya X. Both of them were represented by Gloria Allred at one point, and both of them were close. So when you look at the so-called accusers that are close with one another, you will see a pattern of what they do in a bondmanship, even if it happened to do or display a letter of an alphabet. Now, LaToya Middleton was supposed to have been the Detroit accuser on Robert. All that went out the window. But Sylvia befriended her, and her and Sylvia are friends, along with that get-along gang over there. LaToya and Lizette, they were friends. Now they beefing over money. Make it make sense. What's good, Deshaun? Make it make sense. So now we're going to get into, how much time I got? Okay, good. Now we're going to get into what I like to call the frame game. We're going to get into the frame game. Y'all see it? Y'all see it? Robert and Damon Pryor. Y'all see it? Robert. Pay close attention to this right here. They say this is Robert. I say it's Damon. They say this is Lisa. No, I say it's Lisa. They say this was Shona. Right? I want y'all to pay attention to this. I want y'all to pay real good attention to this. Because this is when I knew when idiots was running around on the internet portraying to be something that they're not. Right? I was sent this. Now, make this make sense. They want me to believe that this is Rashona, right? But it looks too much like Azriel. Make it make sense. These allergies are killing me. On top of that, I was sent this. And I'm going to send you 3 things. I was sent this. Now, this don't look nothing like Rashona. So you want me to believe that this is Robert and this is Rashona, right? You want me to believe that. But then you want me to believe that this is Robert and this is Rashona. It's not making sense. It's not making sense. That's 2 different complexions. Pick and choose which one you want to be Robert. Both can't be Robert. Both of them can't be Robert. So you got to pick and choose which one is Robert. But I'm going to show you just how slick I am and how this ties into these dummies that's informants on the internet. When they sent me this, I looked at who was involved, who was added, and who took their self out. So I reported it. Then when you look at it, it says SGT, which is short for Sergeant, CHRISK 95. I'm not stupid. Pay attention who call themselves R. Kelly Jr. Pay attention who call themselves Leroy Brown. And then look at what that person's real name is. I'm not dumb. This is when he was cool with the one they call the masked man before he stabbed the masked man in the back. Make it make sense. So, as y'all see, I blocked Sergeant Chris K 95. And then I reported it. But if you look at the picture, that can't be Rashona. The one they trying to say, oh, that's Rashona on the tape. Okay, so if this is Robert, right? Then how did Rashona get ultra dark? Rashona's not milk chocolate. I mean, she's not dark chocolate. She's light milk chocolate. AKA a shade under light skin. This lady is a hairline away from being dark like me. So make it make sense, as I'm saying. So then we get into, real quick, I got 30 minutes. Ooh, I'm making good time. Let me see what y'all saying. Mida says she only has a cease and desist on public convos once her state doesn't have a wiretap law. She can speak to you and be recorded without herself being served later. Okay. So we're going to go into what I call lies and deception. If you let Ocov tell it, And my sister said, there's no such thing as light milk chocolate. What up, Deb? So this is what I call lies and deception. If you let Old Cove and accusers tell it, Sparkle and Javante Cunningham never knew each other. Javante Cunningham was a backup dancer for Aaliyah, as they tell it. Then when I showed this picture and showed that they knew each other from back in the day and now, and they close friends now, they say, oh, well, Javante Cunningham, a fam, seen R. Kelly and Aaliyah. That only came from Earl. Earl had a beef with Robert because Sparkle left Earl and Robert smashed her. I'm sorry to put it like that, but I'm gonna keep it real. She gave herself available. Robert was single, and they, you know what I mean? Both of them played the part, and Sparkle never came home. Earl got mad at Robert for that because he couldn't have the stamina to bring his wife home. So now that we know that Javante Cunningham and Sparkle are good friends and always have been, the truth is Javante Cunningham never seen Sparkle. I mean, never seen Aaliyah. I'm sorry. Let me clear that up real quick. I told you that. No, Javante Cunningham never seen Aaliyah. And Earl is going to spread the lie because he's mad at Robert. Because Robert went and did a video with Earl overall, with the overall lookalikes that Earl used to wear and the boots that Earl used to wear. And I believe, I forgot the name of the song. I keep forgetting the name of the song, but that Robert did it too and dressed up like Earl in. But I'm gonna get the song and I'm gonna get it for y'all, and y'all go watch the video. But Earl never forgave Robert for that after Earl started it by going public against Robert. Sparkle never forgave Robert because Robert didn't want nothing else to do with her. And then when she took Robert's music to try to go to a bigger company, her album flopped. And then she tried to come back to Robert. Robert said, nah, I don't want nothing to do with you. So we're going to look at it. This was Shona. This lady is light milk chocolate. This lady don't look nothing like that lady in that goddamn video or the still pic that I just showed you. So you can't have it both ways. It's either Rashona is light skinned or she dark brown or she dark chocolate, brown skin. But Rashona can't be both colors, no matter how much light or non-light you have in a camera. This is why I say what I say. The song was a woman's threat. Okay. Yep, but that's it. A woman's threat. You're right. And you can never right. Yeah, it's woman threat. Then they say Lisa Van Allen and Rashona don't look alike. Well, from a distance, they do. They really do from a distance. And this is a younger Rashona and an older Lisa Van Allen. But then if you take this picture from Lisa Van Allen and look at Rashona here, they kind of fave each other. Teeth and all. Statue and build and all. What up, Keith? So this is what I mean when I say be careful when you listen to liars. that just want to build something. Now, let's go here. One of Rashona family members said, Edwards, 27, testified she shared hotel rooms with the alleged victim when their Christian pop group toured the United States and Europe between 1998 and 2007. When her relative was a teen, she had much smaller breasts than the video's well-endowed female participant, Edwards said, which lead me to believe that that person they trying to frame as Rashona is nobody but Prado. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else but Prado, which is this lady right here. The third one from the left, the second one from the right here. The one with the mental condition. But what a lot of people fail to realize is this right here. And this content comes from official DanaJay. So this is going to make a lot of people mad, but check this out. Listen.
Dispatches from the R. Kelly trial, written and read by Josh Levine. Sparkle's Revenge. If there's a life lesson to be taken from the R. Kelly trial, it's that when you're trying to help your niece launch a music career, perhaps it's best to widen the search for mentors beyond the man who sings, "It Seems Like You're Ready," and "I Like the Crotch on You." On the stand this afternoon, Stephanie Edwards, aka the R&B singer Sparkle, says that she introduced the alleged victim to Kelly when the three of them met up in the log cabin to watch the Chicago Bulls in the NBA Finals. Depending on whether this was the Bulls' 5th or 6th championship, the alleged victim would have been either 12 or 13. A basketball player herself, the girl was jolly, personable, and a little tomboyish. Kelly, Edwards says, liked her spirit. This suggests a possible song title for the clean version of R. Kelly's greatest hits, "I Like the Spirit on You." Stephanie Edwards' 2 hours of testimony are a reminder that the cliches of the televised courtroom drama aren't entirely fanciful. As she remembers her niece's personality, Edwards, her hair up in a tight bob, gold hoop earrings dangling down to the top of her long neck, a dash of sparkly glitter applied neatly above her left cheek, dabs at her eyes, and one of the sheriff's deputies in the room brings her tissues. Defense attorney Edward Jensen, too, performs like a man in search of a camera. Jensen, who looks like an unkempt sheepdog, but questions witnesses like a flesh-hungry pit bull, presses her to admit that she was intimately involved with the production and distribution of the sex tape, including scheduling a screening for the girl's parents. Sparkle says that never happened. "You have no idea why they'll testify to that?" Jensen asks, immediately withdrawing the question as the prosecution objects furiously. For the first half hour or so of cross-examination, Jensen gathers details to support the defense's little man theory. He asks whether she knows how many of the hours and hours of footage typically shot for a music video are never used. She has no idea. How many different videos Kelly has made over the years? A lot. And how many videos the alleged victim's much smaller time musical group starred in during its career? She says 2 or 3. Jensen next establishes Sparkle's motive, a bitter musical divorce. After her self-titled album, released in 1998 and produced, written, and arranged by Kelly, was certified platinum, Edwards expressed a desire to work with other producers. This did not sit well with Kelly, she acknowledges, and the two of them parted ways contractually in 2000. Over Jensen's protestations, Edwards insists that she and Kelly still got along personally at this point. "He was my homeboy," she says, though she also admits that Kelly withheld royalty payments and claims that he still hasn't paid for her decade-old album. A short while later, Sparkle started talking with record exec Barry Hankerson, Kelly's one-time manager and now bitter enemy. Jensen asserts that Hankerson and Kelly are foes, though he omits the fact that Kelly's child bride, Aaliyah, was Hankerson's niece. Upon leaving the singer's employ, Hankerson wrote a letter to Kelly's record label saying that he needed psychiatric help for his compulsion to pursue underage girls. Jensen, with his voice raised to a near shout, tries repeatedly and futilely to get Edwards to...
Wait a minute. speaking directly to the dismay expressed by Timbaland, specifically over Drake's announcement, and added that archival tracks featuring the input of both Missy and Tim were among the 16 tracks on the table, and that Black Round would definitely want to get new input to refresh them. According to Billboard, Timbaland declined to comment for the story. Representatives from Reservoir Media Management, which has acquired a 500-song archive from Black Round and a deal that covers not only Aaliyah's catalog, but also music from Static Major and albums from JoJo, Timbaland, and Magoo, and Tank. This is why I told y'all from the jump what was going on, and this is why Tank went off, because Tank feel like R. Kelly left him after Barry Hankerson stole Black Round records from R. Kelly, contractually and paperly wise. He disappeared and didn't take Tank with him. I keep telling y'all, this is why Tank feel betrayed. But it says Magoo and Tank said that there is enough material contained therein for 2 posthumous LPs, as well as tons of old interviews, videos, things that were shot before her passing. Let's finish.
Admit that she got calls on her cell phone from Hankerson and that they talked about their common enemy.
Oh, hold on. Wait. First and foremost, Jomo, who runs Black Round with his father, Barry Hankerson, Aaliyah's uncle and mentor, confirmed that an album is in fact in the works, in spite of statements to the contrary posted by Aaliyah's brother, Rashad Horton, to the official Facebook page dedicated to her music, slated to drop before the end of this year and comprising 16 unreleased songs and fragments from Aaliyah's archive. The album will incorporate the work of a range of contemporary artists to update the older tracks. The first release from the late singer since 2002's I Care For You, a compilation album which collected both previously released and unreleased recordings. But did you hear what he just said? Listen.
She got calls on her cell phone from Hankerson and that they talked about their common enemy. Was part of the deal doing something bad to Rob?
Wait.
And futilely to get Edwards to admit that she got calls on her cell phone from Hankerson and that they talked about their common enemy. Was part of the deal doing something bad to Robert? A frothing Jensen asks. When Sparkle says, of course not, he repeats her words back sarcastically. Jensen leaves it to us to put all of this together. Let's give it a try. Frustrated with her declining musical career, and perhaps resentful of Kelly's astoundingly successful one, Sparkle hatched a scheme to extort her rich ex-mentor and to turn the words of her hit song Be Careful into reality. You better be careful what you do to me, she sang, 'cause somebody might do it to you. While Kelly was out making beats one night, perhaps she enlisted a pair of underemployed porn actors to bust into the singer's log cabin and film themselves having sex, peeing, etc. Meanwhile, Sparkle and Hankerson harvested outtakes from Kelly's copious back catalog of music videos, then took advantage of the thriving black market and little man quality digital effects wizardry to Frankenstein together Kelly's face and the urinator's body. Sparkle's motive for putting her niece in the video is less clear. For the sake of argument, let's assume that she was mad at her for, say, borrowing her glitter without permission. After Kelly refused to pay to keep the video under wraps, Sparkle sent the video to the Chicago Sun-Times, willing to make her niece collateral damage to disgrace the man who'd done her wrong. The defense, of course, doesn't have the burden of proving that any of that happened, and Jensen does create a few slivers of doubt about Edwards' story. Sparkle says that she first learned of the tape in December 2001 via a phone call from a lawyer named Buddy Something. Her choice to omit the man's last name, it's Myers, by the way, comes off a bit stagey, like she's trying too hard to act like she'd never heard of or spoken to the guy. A couple of lingering questions. How did Myers get the tape? And why would Myers first contact the alleged victim's aunt, a woman who happened to have a failed working relationship with Kelly, rather than contacting the girl's parents? Near the end of her hours of testimony, Edwards cocks her head to the side with a quick snap, finally unable to hide her annoyance with Jensen's unrelenting inquisition. The defense attorney, perhaps noting the change in the witness's mood, shifts into theatrical overdrive. Jensen tries to get a rise out of Edwards by shouting that it's not Kelly on the sex tape. The conversation devolves into a testy exchange over whether the girl on the tape is or is not a prostitute, and whether or not we're all here today because Edwards is after Kelly's money. "Sweetie, I am not trying to get any money with this," says Edwards. Rarely has a term of endearment dripped with so much disdain. "I am not your sweetie," Jensen states for the record. With the witness and lawyer playing the dozens, Judge Gahn steps in to break things up before they get out of hand. Jensen, however, won't stop talking, and now it's Gahn who's ready to rumble. "Mr. Jensen, you're not listening," he says, a military man clearly irked with having lost control of his troops. From the beginning, Gahn has been determined not to let this trial turn into a circus, going so far as to speak with court officials involved in Michael Jackson's trial.
Now that y'all have the holes that's in there and everything else, and y'all have the truth, are y'all still gonna ride with R. Kelly and Aaliyah was married? Y'all still gonna ride with R. Kelly is guilty, or are y'all gonna look at the facts to see R. Kelly was set up by Sparkle, Barry Hankerson, and the other people?
With that being said, you heard the name Buddy mentioned. Well, I got to give credit to where credit is due. Prima Donna went searching. Y'all think I'm bad. Prima Donna worse than me. That's why that's my sis. So Prima Donna went fishing. Prima Donna found something that nobody want to talk about. So now that we know that Sparkle sent the tape and not Jim Dariagas, but Jim Dariagas inserted himself into it because he have a publication called BuzzFeed. So Dariagas met, I get it. Dariagas met with Avenatti and Kim Fox. They met with the feds and they construed this lie, but then Stephanie Edwards was somewhere in there. And in that case, it falls back on Earl as well, because Earl put the lie about Aaliyah. It wasn't until after I did that video that Demetrius Smith started turning his wheels and just saying, yo, I need to get in front of Robert. Yo, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. But you already done went to the grand jury to lie on Robert, because all of y'all want something from Robert, either prestige or that man's hard-earned funds that he has worked so hard for. So who is Buddy? We about to find out some truth. Shout out to Prima Donna. She went searching. And they said, when you search, you shall find. So attorney William Buddy Myers testified. He would say that the alleged victim's relatives contacted him about representation. Uh-oh. And that he was never in possession of the video. Wait a minute. Myers' testimony would impeach Stephanie Sparkle Edwards, the alleged victim's aunt. Edwards testified that Myers contacted her in, I wish Prima Donna sent me the rest of it, but, but this is the most important part, but I'd like to dive into the rest of it. So, wait. Sparkle said that Buddy Myers had the tape. But William Buddy Myers said he was never in possession of the video. Myers' testimony would impeach Stephanie Sparkle Edwards. On that note, I will be embarrassed I would be embarrassed if I was Ocovteamtruth and the Liars. I'll see y'all later on. Let's jump into this.
January boy, remix money.
Dream team for life.
Full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. Hail Mary, full of grace. Swear that's what she said. Shawty looking at me, she's a flirt. All night creeper, let her know I put in work. But it's something I gotta teach her. Bust it open, bring it back. I'll be ready to attack. Got an automatic weapon, it go pop. She's a wifey in the street, sweet like a dove. Key in her ignition, now she rolling with a thug. She know that I keep her strong, and you know where I'm from. It's that Chi-Town boy, and I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them speaking in tongues.
She be like, Ludacris, don't nobody give it to me like you do. I cast a spell on them. They be think I'm doing voodoo. Can't understand the words you saying. You need a translator. I aim before I shoot, then I assassinate her. She be catching that Holy Ghost. She had a loss for words. Said she really wanna wet the fabric, so I'm a softened nerd. Was a good girl when I met her, and she was so pure. Now I got her in the back room talking about Hanam Harenge Cure. That's what you get when you messing with the boys in the hood that's from the South. We be like, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? She got just what she wanted, and she know I'm hung. I guess that's why it seems
I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them all speaking. She was 6 days a week, get off on a Sunday, come over late at night and then I eat it like a Sunday. She know that I'm a heavyweight, more money than collection play. She tired and she sliding on me like a tidal wave. I mean, Shawty's so fine, you need to pray for her. She yelling, but I don't know what she's saying. She's speaking languages that I ain't never heard. Call her Dirty Diana, man, the way she make it jerk. She know that I keep her strong, and you know where I'm from. It's that Chi-Town boy, and I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. I got them all speaking in. Shawty, what you say? Shawty, what you say? Shawty, what you say? Shawty, what you say? I got these honeys speaking in tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues. In tongues.
The boy never let me in, sick with the medicine. On the block distributing right with the medicine. Haters don't like me, heard they wanna fight me. Teflon at your chest, I bet you can't fight these. Mad cause I'm getting dope, Pillsbury ill flow. Niggas love to move snow, you sick of me, don't care though. Yes, I'm a savage, out for the cabbage. Catch the boy armed up, full metal alchemist. Yes, I'm ill, and yeah, I'm so real. Coward ass niggas coming home without an appeal. Damn, how this getting done? Tell me what's the outcome? Anybody wanna see me? Tell them where the fuck I'm from. Control homes, red rum. Yeah, we get the job done. Out trying to stack chips, make these haters so sick. If they sick of that, then they really gon' be sick of this. Santa Claus Viper, haters Merry Christmas.
Swimming in you. Hey, little mama said I wanna take her. Dipping you